The classroom fell silent the moment the door opened. 25 students looked up from their desks as a young girl stepped inside, clutching a worn blue backpack. Her name was Maya Carter. She wasn't wearing designer clothes or expensive shoes. Instead, she wore a simple cream-colored dress that looked carefully stitched by hand. Some students smiled politely, others whispered. At the front of the room stood Mrs. Harrison, a teacher known throughout the school for running the strictest classroom in the district. She adjusted her glasses and looked Maya up and down. "So," she said coldly, "you're the transfer student." "Yes, ma'am." Mrs. Harrison didn't return the smile. "I hope you're aware that this school has standards." Maya nodded. "I'll do my best." "You'd better." The room became awkwardly quiet. Maya walked toward the only empty desk in the back corner. As she sat down, two girls nearby leaned toward each other. "Did you see her dress? It looks homemade. I think someone stitched it." Maya heard every word but kept her eyes on her notebook. She had learned long ago that responding only made things worse. What no one in the classroom knew was why that dress mattered so much. Her late grandmother had started sewing it before she passed away. Her mother had finished it by hand, working late every night after returning from her second job. It wasn't expensive, it wasn't fashionable, but it was priceless. Across the room, Mrs. Harrison noticed the dress again. She frowned. During the morning lesson, Maya answered every question correctly. History, math, science. Every answer was calm, respectful, and precise. Some students became impressed. Mrs. Harrison became irritated. After class, she stopped Maya before she could leave. "Stay behind." The other students quietly filed out. Mrs. Harrison crossed her arms. "This school has a dress code." "I read it, ma'am." "Then explain that dress." Maya looked confused. "I don't understand. It looks unprofessional. It's clean. It doesn't meet the image this school wants. It follows the rules." Mrs. Harrison stepped closer. "Don't argue with me." "I'm not arguing. I'm explaining." Mrs. Harrison pointed toward the door. "Go to the office and tell them I sent you." "For what?" "Inappropriate clothing." Maya blinked in disbelief. "But, now." Without another word, Maya picked up her backpack and walked away. She refused to cry. Not here. Not in front of everyone. In the office, Principal Edwards examined the dress code handbook. He looked at Maya, then at the handbook, then back again. "I don't see any violation." Maya quietly nodded. "I didn't think so either." Before he could say anything else, Mrs. Harrison entered. "There she is." Principal Edwards sighed. "Mrs. Harrison, the dress appears to meet every written requirement." She folded her arms. "That's your opinion. It's the policy. I still don't think she belongs in my classroom dressed like that." The principal's expression changed. "Excuse me, I said what I said." Maya lowered her eyes. Principal Edwards noticed. He also noticed the tiny repairs sewn carefully into the sleeves. Someone had put tremendous love into making that dress last. "You're free to return to class," he told Maya kindly. She thanked him and walked away. Mrs. Harrison looked frustrated. This isn't over. The next morning brought trouble. Students were preparing for presentations when Mrs. Harrison walked between the rows of desks. She stopped beside Maya. "What is that?" "My project." "No." She grabbed the edge of the dress. "This." Several students looked up. "It's just my dress. It distracts the class." "It doesn't." Without warning, Mrs. Harrison yanked hard. Rip. The sound echoed across the silent room. The fabric tore down one side. Gasps filled the classroom. Maya froze. She stared at the torn fabric with tears forming in her eyes. For a moment, she couldn't breathe. Her grandmother's stitches, her mother's countless hours, destroyed. Mrs. Harrison looked satisfied. "There. Now you'll have a reason to wear something appropriate." No one spoke. Not one student. Then a boy in the front row slowly stood. "You shouldn't have done that." Another student nodded. "My phone recorded everything." The room shifted. Mrs. Harrison suddenly looked uneasy. "You were recording." "For my presentation." The camera had captured everything. Every word. Every action. The principal's office phone rang less than 10 minutes later. By lunchtime, the school superintendent was already on the way. No one knew another visitor had also received the video. A man who had been in the middle of hearing a case at the federal courthouse. He watched the recording once. Then again. He quietly closed his laptop. His expression never changed. "Clear my afternoon," he told his clerk. "My daughter needs me." And less than an hour later, a black sedan pulled into the school parking lot. The driver opened the rear door. Out stepped Federal Judge Daniel Carter. He walked calmly toward the entrance. Inside the school, no one yet realized that everything was about to change.